We don't say we ain't worth nothing no more. Y'all see this? I am enough. I am enough. So tell yourself that you are enough. Say self, and then self gotta say, huh? You tell yourself, I am enough. Okay? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hey boo. But this is your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, however many times you've come back, thank you so much for coming back. In today's video, we're having a girl talk. I've been waiting for so long to do this. Today's topic is confidence. We're going to be talking about how to be confident, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my social medias. They'll be linked down below, and they'll also be on the screen. So let's get into the video. So confidence is something that, if not all, most people have struggled with at some point in their lives. I've struggled with it a lot. I've struggled with it for years, and it has not been easy to gain confidence at all. What I've learned is that confidence is more mental than physical. It has more to do with how you think about yourself rather than how you look on the outside, because we all know it's people who don't know how to dress, don't know how to match, their hair not done, their nails not done, or whatever, but you can't tell them nothing. Also, there's the other end of the spectrum where people have everything and they're still not confident in themselves. The first step is to accept the things that you cannot change and change the things that you can. So what I mean by this is, if you can change it and you want to change it and you feel like that'll help boost your confidence, then by all means do everything in your power to change that. But if you cannot change that thing, you have to learn how to accept it. So weight is something that we can all change. For me personally, I've been skinny my whole life, and I've always wanted to gain weight. My goal weight for the past 2-3 years was to be 145 pounds, which I am now, by the way. But that did not happen overnight, and that did not happen by me just saying, oh my gosh, I don't like my weight, so I'm just gonna wait for something to happen for my weight to change. No, I had to put in the work, and now I've gotten to the point where I got a little stomach. So I don't like that, so I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna do whatever I can to lose my stomach weight. So that is an example of changing the things that you can change. So a lot of people, we make all the excuses in the world to not change what we want to change in order to be confident. If your goal is to lose weight and that's what you feel like it would take for you to be more confident, then you need to put in the work to lose weight. Don't make excuses. If you want to gain weight, then you need to put in the work to gain weight. Don't make excuses. And what I mean by accepting the things that you can't change is you can't change your nose shape unless you get it done, of course. But a lot of us can't afford to get our nose done. A lot of us can't change our boobs, we can't change our butt, we can't change our toes, we can't change the way our eyes look or anything like that. So that is something that you have to learn how to accept. It's mental. You really just have to accept it and move on with your life, because if you can't change it, then you can't do nothing about it. I'm sorry. So my tip number 2 is to take a break from social media. I've learned this very well, that social media has a huge impact on the way that we think, and I've learned that being on social media, my confidence has decreased a lot, because I see all of these other beautiful girls, I see all these people with all this money, all these opportunities and everything. So it's just I'm looking at myself and I'm like, what in the world? Am I not doing enough? Am I not good enough because I don't look like that, because I don't have that many likes or whatever? But taking a break from social media will change your life. I'm not talking about just no couple days. I'm talking about at least a week, or at least 2 weeks to a month even. Social media is so toxic, and it's brainwashed a lot of us. We tend to compare our lives to someone else's life who may not even have that much of a luxury life as they're showing. Social media is not reality. I found out that when I take my break from social media, I'm happier. My depression is non-existent. I'm loving myself, I'm more confident, I'm more energized and everything. So there are so many benefits from getting off social media. So my tip number 3 is to find yourself and find what makes you happy. This generation is not going so well because we're trying to be other people instead of being ourselves. We're trying to be like, who's some famous people? We're trying to be like Lil Baby, we're trying to be like Jada, we're trying to be like Ari, and like you're not actually trying to be yourself. So finding yourself, finding what actually makes you happy will help you actually be happy. Like, we always think that we'll be happier if we had this or if we had that, or they look so happy because they have this, or they look so happy because they have that. No, in all reality, they're miserable. They just have stuff, or it just looks better, and the grass is not always greener on the other side. Keep that in your mind. You're wanting to look like someone or have something that you don't even like, but you just want it because society says you should have it. You don't even want the Birkin bag. I know I don't want the Birkin bag, but a lot of people, they want it because other people have it. And in my opinion, they're not appealing. I ain't even gonna say they're not appealing to me. Some of the stuff you may not even like, but you want it because other people have it, and that won't even make you happy. That's not even you. Finding yourself and learning yourself and learning what you like and what you love will make your life a whole lot easier, and it'll definitely help your confidence. So tip number 4 is to stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing your life to other people's lives. Stop trying to be something that you're not, because in reality you'll never be like them. You'll never look that way. You'll never have what they have. You will never be anyone but who God created you to be, and He created you for a reason. One thing that this pastor said that really stuck out to me was that you'll never be comfortable in someone else's identity. So you'll never be comfortable, you'll never be happy trying to be like someone else, even if it may seem that way. Like, if you won't be you, then how can God recognize you? If you won't be yourself, how will you be different from everyone else? How will I be able to pick you apart from everyone else if you're trying to be like other people? So stop comparing yourself, stop trying to be something that you're not. And just because they may have more or they may look better according to certain people, that does not mean that they are better than you. That does not mean that they're more valuable to you. God didn't sit here and say, oh, Jessica, you are more valuable or you are less valuable than her because she has $1,000 and you only have 10. Like, He didn't do that. So don't even just stop comparing yourself. Stop it. My 5th tip is to get away from anything or anyone that is not making you feel confident. So if you have these so-called friends that's sitting here picking on you or talking about you or saying all of this negative stuff about you, and it's just making you feel lower about yourself, then you need to remove yourself away from them. You need to stop being friends with them. If the people that you are hanging around is making you feel horrible about yourself, then you need to change your circle. I understand that you can't necessarily change who your family is, but if you can, just try to get away from it. Try to get away from the negativity. And if you can't, then you just have to block all the negativity out. You have to not let what people say get to you. That's if you can't change the situation. Step number 6 is to affirm. Speak life over yourself and speak life over your situation. Don't sit here and just call yourself ugly, or don't sit here and say that you're this weak person. That's so mean to tell yourself. Don't sit there and say to someone else, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, and then you come to yourself and you say you're so ugly and you're so dumb. If you think about it, that's just so mean to tell yourself, oh, you're dumb. But yeah, talk positive, assure yourself, remind yourself who you are, even if you don't feel that way. One thing that I learned is that even if you say all of this stuff, if you don't believe it, then it's not going to do anything for you. So I can sit here and say, I'm beautiful 10 billion times, but if I don't believe it, or if I don't even try to believe it, then it's not gonna work. You have to be in a position to believe what you're speaking over yourself. How you feel for a moment does not mean that that's who you are. So just because you may feel weak in a moment because something bad happens to you does not mean that you are a weak person. Just because you may not feel beautiful at this moment, then that does not mean that you're not beautiful. Assure yourself, tell yourself, I'm strong, I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm talented, I have a lot going for myself. One thing that I also learned is that you are a product of your environment. So if your environment is negative, then you're going to feel negative, you're going to feel everything. Tell yourself the opposite of all the lies. Tell yourself the opposite of you saying you're ugly or you're not gonna make it, because that's just what the devil wants you to believe. Like, that's not true. Whatever the devil says is a lie. So if he's sitting there telling you that you're weak, that actually means that you're strong. If he's sitting there telling you that you're ugly, that actually means that you are beautiful. And the devil can most definitely use other people. So if he's using someone else to call you ugly, then you are the exact opposite of that. I'm finna cry. No. Okay, you are the exact opposite of whatever they're saying. Woo. So tip number 7 is self-care. One thing that I always tell myself is that when you look good, you feel good. I was going through depression, and so when I was going through that, I always used to like wear a scarf over my head. I put no effort into how I looked. I put on a hoodie and some sweatpants and some socks and some slides, and I never felt confident. I never felt good about myself. You can't always expect to feel good if you're not putting in any efforts to look good. I'm not saying that you have to have your hair done all the time, your face beat all the time, or have on this nice expensive outfit, but don't just roll out of bed and then always just expect for your confidence to be this high. Put in a little effort, or put in as much effort as you need to feel confident, but don't start depending on makeup and hair and all that stuff for your confidence. No. That's not what I'm saying. Self-care is dealing with the way you smell. So please take a shower. Please put on deodorant. Please put on lotion. I know I wouldn't feel good, or I wouldn't feel confident if I was sitting there being ashy. Like, yeah, so put in effort. Show your body love. Care for your skin, care for your hair. Just have self-care, you know? And so my last tip, which is tip number 8, is to put your confidence in other things. So looks can only take you so far. I don't care what people say. I don't care what social media has led you to believe. Looks will get you the eyes, but will looks get you the opportunity? You go to a job interview and you look good, your hair done, your nails done, you got on a nice little business suit. But if you don't have a great personality, or if you're just a mean person with a nasty attitude or something, you can't expect for you to get that job. It'll get you through the door, but it won't get you to the opportunity. It'll get you a man, but will it get you a nice man? Somebody who's looking for more than just looks, because there are some guys out there who don't solely depend on your looks. Put your confidence in God. Put it in your academics. Put it in your talents, your careers. Put it in something else other than your looks, because looks are not everything. I know that I just went on a whole video about the way that you look, but literally it's not everything. I can look good, but if that's the only thing that I have to offer, then like, what? No. We is smart over here, boo. We is talented over here. We is driven. We is determined. We got money. Like, I don't just look good. It's stuff behind this appearance. It's stuff behind this fineness. Don't get it twisted. So those are the main points that I wanted to get across to you, and I really hope that y'all enjoy. I really hope that it helped you gain confidence, or at least get an idea of how to gain more confidence. Just remember that confidence is a mentality. So if you think bad about yourself, then that's how you're going to feel about yourself. So let's aim towards positivity. Let's aim towards loving ourselves. Let's aim towards being happy and just speaking life over ourselves, instead of speaking this negativity and believing all this negative stuff, because it ain't true. And I want to tell you that right now. And that's on what? And that's on what? That's on period. I need to stop saying that. But I really hope that y'all enjoy. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And remember that Jesus loves you and I love you too. Thanks for watching. I don't care what anybody says. No. You finna say it with me. You was finna say this with me. Say I'm bad. Say I'm smart. Say I'm talented. Say I'm that chick. I don't cuss. Don't say the B word. Or don't even refer to yourself as the B word. Like, don't say that. Say I'm that chick. I'm that girl. I'm that guy. And say that I'm an amazing person. Like, cut all that negative stuff out. We don't say the word ugly no more. We don't say the word dumb no more. We don't say we ain't worth nothing no more. Y'all see this? I am enough. I am enough. So tell yourself that you are enough. Say self, and then self gotta say, you tell yourself, I am enough. Okay? Thank you. So if anybody ever tell y'all that y'all ugly, or if they want to say all this bad stuff about you, send them to me. Send them to Aysia Danae. My Instagram is at the Aysia Danae, and I get them straight real quick. Like, don't play. Please don't. Don't play with my sisters. Don't play with my brothers. Don't do it, because I ain't with it. And y'all know I don't play that. Y'all know I don't play that. Like, stop being mean. Like, what you being mean for? What you talking about me for? What you talking about him for? Like, is that giving you money? Like, is that helping you pay your bills? Is that making you feel good about yourself? If talking about me makes you feel good about yourself, then that's a problem. Everybody always want to be like, Aysia, you not thick. Girl, you is skinny. Like, sit down somewhere. No, boo, my name is Thickums. I don't care what you say. Like, I'm thick. I'm thicker than you. My booty bigger than yours. And you can't tell me otherwise.